Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Joy. I'm a nurse practitioner living here in Houston. I make content about nursing, traveling, living here in Houston, and how to achieve your goals. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, push that subscribe button and let's get into the content. Today's video is going to be about how to survive night shift. I know as a new nurse, when you're walking into this job, you're thinking, I gotta start out on nights. Honey, everybody has to start out on nights. If you don't have to start off on nights and you're in the hospital, consider yourself blessed. But for the majority of us, we have to start off on nights, and they call it paying your dues. And so that's what we do. We pay our dues. A year or two, we get to go to day shift. That's kind of how it works if you choose a profession inside of the hospital. So I'm going to talk to you about how to survive night shift. It's not as scary as you think it is. You will be able to stay up. You will be able to take care of your patients, and you will be fine. And you'll make more money. I actually just did a 24-hour shift last night, and I'm up out the bed now. Obviously, when you work 24-hour shifts, you get to sleep at night if nothing is going on with your patients. And I woke up a couple times, probably around 2 and 4. But other than that, just little text messages, nothing where I had to get out the bed, so I'm fine. But as a bedside nurse, you have to stay up, but you're working 12 hours and not 24s. So during that 12 hours, you have to make sure that you have a plan so that you don't leave work looking like a zombie. I remember, like, in the beginning it was so hard for me, but by the time I finished, honey, I was getting off work, going to have breakfast with my friends. You know, we would go have a mimosa, all those kind of things after working a 12-hour shift. So you can do it too. You can adjust your lifestyle and you can be happy too. The first step you're going to have to do is to prioritize your sleep. So I'm telling you right now, if you don't have blackout curtains, get some blackout curtains. I've had blackout curtains in my room since night shift, and I haven't went back. Like, literally, my curtains are still blackout curtains. So get you some blackout curtains. You can get them off Amazon, or you can go to the store and get them. But whatever you need to do, you need to get them, because we're prioritizing our sleep. I had a little kid when I was in nursing school, so I know most of you guys have kids. It's hard for you to be able to sleep during the day because they're up. If they're not in school, they're at home. So that's where it comes into play that you have to have systems, right? So if you have little kids at home, you're going to have somebody helping you when you know you need to go to work. They're going to have to help you during the day. They're going to have to be in daycare, or you're going to have somebody at home, maybe a mom, maybe a relative, a cousin, somebody who you can count on to watch the little kids while you sleep. Another thing is, if you have bigger kids that are in school, they're going to be in school all day, and then they're going to come home around 4 o'clock, 3 or 4 o'clock. So that gives you some time to get some sleep before it's time to go to work. You're definitely going to have to figure out some type of system in order to prioritize your sleep, because without sleep, there's so many problems with your health. Okay, so we don't want that. We want to be 40 and fine. Okay, we don't want to be looking old, and if you're not getting sleep, you're gonna be looking old. Baby, I was prioritizing my sleep, so I'm 40 and fine. So that's what I'm going to tell you. You need to get blackout curtains. You need to have an eye mask. I always sleep with an eye mask. To this day, still sleep with an eye mask. I have several of them. And when I'm at work doing my 24-hour shift, I still sleep with an eye mask, because light comes in from the computer, from, you know, the things that are plugged in. It's little different lights from everywhere. And so that keeps constantly waking you up. So if you have an eye mask, that'll help you out. And I'll link what I have down below, so you guys can just click on it and go to my Amazon storefront and get it if you want that, or you can get whatever works for you. But these are the things that work for me. Number 2, you want to make sure that you stick to a consistent schedule. So what I used to do is I used to work my shifts together, and I know nurses, you know, we don't like to do that, especially if it's 4 in a row. But I'm telling you, I'd rather just put my shifts together and then have my off time. And I'll still do that as a nurse practitioner. Like, I'll cluster my 7 days together so that I can be off for 18-20 days at a time. That's how I enjoy my time. So, you know, you can do whatever works for you, but choose a schedule that works for you and stick to it. So, you know, if you're working 3 days in a row, you're going to get off work, come home, go to sleep, wake up, do whatever you need to do around the house, and then go to work, and then repeat. That's what you're gonna do if you're doing 3 in a row. And I just feel like it's easier to just do that and get it over with. I'm gonna make a video for you guys of all the high maintenance things I do to be low maintenance when it comes to working night shift, just so that you guys can kind of see how my setup is. Number 3, I always sleep with white noise. Some type of white noise, whether it's ocean sounds, rain sounds, it could be affirmations in the background. You know, YouTube has a lot of affirmation channels that you can listen to in the background about, you know, making money, having an abundant life, or I am affirmations. That's one of my favorite. So I always play something consistent in the background that's low, that's gonna make me fall asleep fast and stay asleep. I don't know why, but it just really helps me. We don't want to be taking things to fall asleep and taking things to wake up. Like, that's not the goal. The goal is to get good deep sleep so that when you wake up, you're rested and you're able to go to work and stay up all night. Number 4, like we talked about before in my healthy habits video, you're going to have to make sure that you have your meals planned out. That's like one of the major things about working night shift, because if you work in a hospital, you know that the cafeteria only serves you fried food. I don't know what it is. It's like, give me some healthy food, please. I'm at a hospital. But I don't know what it is. It's like they just never give you healthy food if you're working nights. Like days, they have all these options, but night shift, no. So you're going to have to plan out your meals, or you could do a meal prep service. They have all these different services that you can choose from. You could go to the grocery store, the Whole Foods store, the H-E-B, and get a prepared chicken and make a chicken salad. You know, you can make a soup, you can make sandwiches, like you can make all these different things so that you have meals for the week and just have it already planned out. My easy thing is I just like make it. So like after I'm done filming today, girl, I'm going to go up in there and make my soup for the week. I always make the same exact soup so that I can like get through my working week and I can have my meals while I'm at work. If I don't make the soup, then I buy these little frozen meals that I like. And I know about frozen meals, they have a lot of sodium in them, but I rather have something planned out for me than to not be eating anything, or to get to work and I'm only having a burger and some fries, or you know, whatever type of fried food they're giving me in the cafeteria. Like, I'm not doing it. So choose your hard. Is it hard for you to meal prep, or is it hard for you to be obese, you know, struggling with your weight loss, struggling trying to have energy? Choose your hard. I mean, my heart is gonna be meal prepping every time. Number 5, during night shift, you're gonna want to drink coffee. Coffee. Do not drink coffee. I'm trying to tell you, like, coffee is not the way. You need to focus on your water intake. Drink as much water as you possibly can. I have my hydro jug. I just fill it up 3 times while I'm at work. I make that my priority. If you're doing a 12-hour shift overnight, you should at least have 1 hydro jug down before you go home. If you're drinking your water and staying hydrated, it's gonna be a lot easier for you to stay up all night. And say you start drinking coffee and it's 3 a.m. and now when you go home, you're wired, you're up, so then you can't fall asleep. And then guess what? Now you're tired, you didn't go to sleep, and now you gotta go back to work. It just messes up your entire day. Like, just don't even do it. Just drink your water, get off the caffeine. I promise you, you will not regret it. I'm just saying, I stopped and I haven't went back. Number 6, if you feel yourself starting to get tired during your shift, you can get up and walk. You can do stretches. I know a lot of the nurses I worked with, they would like walk in the link. They would walk up and down the stairs. I don't know what it was. Like, I will always get sleepy around my 3 o'clock time, but I was able to stay awake because in the Nicu, we have our clustered care. So it's 8, 11, 2, or 5, or 9, 12, 3, or 6. So you're in your patient's room every 3 hours doing their cares. You're feeding them, taking care of them. So if I'm getting tired at 3, 9 times out of 10, I have a baby that's due at 3. So I'm gonna just go in there and take care of my baby. And by the time I'm done, it's 4 o'clock, and then I need to chart. And so after I'm done charting, it's 5 o'clock and it's time for me to feed the next baby. You get where I'm coming with this? Like, there's cluster cares in the NICU, but if you're in a, unit that doesn't have that, like if you're taking care of adults and that's not your setup, then you can always go on walks. Like, get up, don't just sit there on your phone and try to scroll. Like, get up, walk around, stretch, move, drink your water. Night shift can get quiet and you can get sleepy real quick. We all know that. I know that the way they have it set up for us on night shift, that they know that it's a possibility. That's why you get your little dollar extra for staying up. But if you look at the side effects of working night shift, like, it's all bad on your body, okay? So it's a sacrifice that you're making, but you only have to make it for a short amount of time before you have to go to days. And I know a lot of nurses that enjoy nights. I definitely enjoyed nights as a nurse because there's not a lot of people around, there's not a lot of management, and you can just hang out with your friends and take care of your patients, and it's not as stressful or intense on nights. I really enjoyed nights, but once I was able to switch to days, I saw my quality of life completely change, like completely change. So I know the difference between working nights and working days. I also know that working nights is usually required as a new nurse. And then after you get off your night shift, like once you're a little bit used to working nights, once you get off, try not to get off and go home and like go straight to sleep if you don't have to go back to work, okay? Because that's gonna be a problem. Like, if you get off work and you go to sleep and then you wake up at 5, 6, now you're up all night and you can't flip back. And that's always a problem with your lifestyle. So if you know that you don't have to go to work the next day, try to go home and stay up and then go to bed early so that you're flipped back to living your regular life during the day. And that's another reason why I always say, like, cluster your shifts together so you can just do it and get it over with, and then you can flip back to days and then everything will be okay. But if you're trying to go back and forth, that's really hard on your body. So I would say, you know, get off work and go work out, go have lunch with your friends or something. You're gonna be tired. You're not really gonna want to do it, even if you just go home and stay up and watch a TV show. But just don't go home and go to sleep and then sleep till 5, because then you'll be up all night and your body hasn't flipped back to days. So I just wanted to make this video for y'all to just let you know, like, you can make it through it. It seems scary. Like, when I first started, I was scared to death. But here it is. I made it. A lot of your nursing people that you know have made it, and you can make it too. Alright guys, I hope this video was helpful for you. Please like, comment, and subscribe. That helps my channel so much. And if you are about to start nights, or if you work nights, leave me a comment down below and let me know how it's going for you. If you have any tips to share, put them in the comments too, because like I said, I'm at work on nights, so I need the advice too. Alright guys, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Baby girl, you are so pretty, pretty.